Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're here for the grand finals of the ESL India Premiership. It's Power Gaming taking on supernatural.int. I'm CloudX. Gonna be solo casting this. It's gonna be a best of three series. One of these two teams will walk away the victor, but both of these two teams will be making it to the Challenger Cup LAN phase of the tournament. Folks, you're gonna have to give me a couple of minutes. I am on a different setup as of today, so I'm just gonna quickly switch up the audio settings, and hopefully we'll have a good game on our hands going forward. Alright, folks, of course, if you have any issues, if you have any problems that are cropping up here on the stream, you can always let me know on twitch.tv/ESL India Premiership. I'll be looking at the chat from time to time, and of course, you can always PM me on Steam if you have me added as well. I'm always looking for feedback to make the stream better. Anyway, moving on with the draft, you've got the Ricky getting banned out alongside the Terrorblade by supernatural.int. They've done their homework. They know that Power Gaming likes to run that Terrorblade every now and then. However, we won't get to see Titans TV this game, while Phoenix gets first picked here by them. The Void and the Beastmaster both being removed by Power Gaming. They've opted to remove two very potent offlaners in the current meta, and I really can't say I fault them for this. I feel like this is a justified ban coming out from them. A justified couple of bans actually coming out from them. So let's wait and watch what they have next up their sleeves. They'll go with the Lion as their opening pick. So Disables coming through versus the Phoenix. Never a bad choice, really. While Supernatural, what are they going to go with? Power Gaming, though, they've got one more pick on the board. And I am curious to see what they're going to pull out here.
5 seconds remaining.
They've still got plenty of choices. They could go for the Slog here if they wanted to. No, they're going to go with the Juggernaut. So now they've got that healing ward for a possible push. They've got the Blade Fury to dish out magic damage and to pretty much ignore the fire spirits that the Phoenix is going to throw down. And of course, they've got a hero with a fairly low base attack time, which is always great versus the Phoenix. That is assuming he doesn't get clipped by the fire spirits, but Supernatural reading the situation perfectly. They'll pick up the Sven. That's one of the best ways to deal with the Juggernaut and his high amounts of physical DPS and low base attack time. Get that Warcry, pop the Warcry for the extra armor, and of course, the mobility from the Warcry increased movement speed allows you to run away from the Blade Fury as well. There's also a lot of synergy with the Phoenix. You've got the Sunray coming out on top of the Stormhammer. You've also got the Cleave damage to go to work while the Supernova gets casted in their faces. So let's wait and watch what they have up their sleeves next, because we know that Supernatural is a team that occasionally likes to run the Alchemist at mid. I would be curious to see it coming out here, especially given that the Slaughter has now been banned by Power Gaming. As for Power Gaming, we've seen them run the DDZ Tinker on the middle lane ever so often, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it coming out here once again.
10 seconds remaining.
But remember, folks, it's game one of a best of three series. I'm expecting this to go all three games. I do think we've got an explosive match on our hands here, as two teams of relatively equal skill are now facing off. There's the Tinker ban from Supernatural, so they're not going to give DDZ his signature hero there. Well, they've still got a full 2 minutes on the reserve clock to work with. Power Gaming have another ban on the board now. Let's see what they choose to remove. Possibly heroes that have synergy with the Sven and the Phoenix. More lockdowns is never a bad thing, really. And again, I feel like the Alchemist might fit the bill here. It is greedy, though. You normally don't want to run the Alchemist alongside the Sven. I say that because, well, Sven's a hero that needs to stack up the Ancients, stack up the camps, and farm them with his cleave, while the Alchemist, pretty much in a similar situation, uses the acid spray to bring down those creeps quickly, and the extra gold from the Grieval's Greed allows him to stay ahead on the net worth curve as well. Power Gaming, fourth ban on the board, though. What are they going to remove here? Up against Supernatural, they'll go with the Puck. Okay, then. Remove that control base hero. The Dream Coil with the Sven stun would have been, or rather with the Sven cleave, would have been absolutely devastating. However, at the same time, I feel like Power Gaming does have the tools needed to bring down that Puck. Lion with the disables. Always great versus the Puck if you can find the blink on the Lion, that is, towards the mid-game phase. They've still got a fair amount of time to work with, but they will ban out the Oracle. And immediately Power Gaming, not even going to hesitate for a moment. When there's no Oracle in the pool, they'll pick up the Dark Seer for themselves, and Now this leaves a bad taste in Supernatural's mouth because I'm pretty certain that they wanted the Darkseer themselves, and he would have made quite the awesome offlaner this game for Supernatural.
10
But
seconds
Power
remaining.
Gaming reading the situation correctly, wasting no time whatsoever in snagging the
5
purple cone
seconds
head.
remaining.
We should now have a fairly fun time in the offlane.
Reserve time.
Third pick, supernatural.int, looking to claim something for themselves. Maybe a core going to be revealed here in the form of that middle laner, possibly even an offlaner coming out here. We're looking for a possible Timbersaw pickup, but no, they're going to go with the Shadow Demon.
Dire team
Well,
pick.
I guess the Shadow Demon does have his advantages versus the Darkseer. If you can get the disruption off before he uses, well, after he uses the Surge, you'll hold him in position long enough for the Phoenix to do his thing. And given that they've got
10
multiple stuns
seconds
coming out,
remaining.
the Disruption and the Storm Hammer, they do have plenty of ways to stop the
5
Darkseer in
seconds
his
remaining.
tracks, and might just be able to find
Winter
repetitive kills on him.
Wyvern.
Power Gaming gonna get themselves the
Radiant
Winter
team
Wyvern
pick.
though. Possibly the best hero to deal with is Sven. Cold Embrace versus the physical DPS, and of course Winter's Curse to turn his aggression around on his own opponents.
Dire team ban.
Supernatural thinking this through, but they'll get themselves the Invoker as their fourth pick, while Power Gaming are the ones with a ban on the board now. Fifth ban going
10
towards them.
seconds remaining.
What are they going to eliminate here? Supernatural does still need their offlaner.
5 seconds
And
remaining.
Timbersaw, he's as good a pick as ever.
Reserve time.
One minute, 20 seconds on the clock here. Power Gaming need to think this span through. They could even go for the Clockwork on the side of Supernatural, but I feel like the Tidehunter or the Timbersaw are the more viable options here. Both heroes that can move into the jungle if things get really bad for them, and also um, they're fairly hard to zone out anyway in the laning phase. So it might not be a bad choice to go for those. As for Power Gaming, they're looking for a middle laner of their own. It's still going to be DDZ's hero that is yet to come online. We will see the Tidehunter ban coming
Radiant
out now.
team ban.
Well, Supernatural needs to ban out something that deals with the Invoker. They'll get rid of the Queen of Pain.
Radiant team
So
pick.
that early domination not going to be a possibility. But hey, the Death Prophet is still in the mix, and we've seen DDZ make mincemeat out of Invokers on his Death Prophet on multiple occasions. I wouldn't be surprised to see them pick it up here as well.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, let's wait and watch what Supernaturals picks up as their
Reserve
offlane
time.
hero. Unless they're going to run this as an offlane Phoenix, which seems very unlikely, honestly. Yeah, my money's definitely on the Timbersaw here. I don't see why you would go for anything else. You've got that burst damage and the pure damage to go through the Cold Embrace. You've got a way to deal with the Juggernaut by jumping away with your Timber Chain. You've also got tons of armor to sustain in the lane versus the Lion and the Winter Wyvern. But if they wanted something that could go into the jungle, perhaps they just ditch the offlane altogether and get themselves one of those Night Stalker, those greedy Night Stalker picks. But we'll wait and watch here. 20 seconds on the clock. Wonder if someone's disconnected. Uh-oh. Angel Frost had a blackout.
10
So Jolly, I
seconds
think he's just
remaining.
trying to buy as much time as he possibly can for Angel Frost to get
5
back into
seconds
this game. He'll
remaining.
go with the Nyx Assassin. So
Dire
not entirely
team
sure
pick.
what prompts a Nyx Assassin pick here. I don't see Nyx as a really huge value add. But I guess they're just really out of options when it comes for offlaners, and that's why they'll go with the Nyx. On the side of Power Gaming, though, they've got that pseudo black hole
10
combination with
seconds
the vacuum
remaining.
into the Winter's Curse. So that could work out well for them.
5 seconds remaining.
But what does Power Gaming go as their final pick? Yeah, I still think it's going to be the Death
Reserve
Prophet.
time.
I don't see why you would go for anything else, really. When you've got the straight up push potential with the Death Prophet augmented by the Juggernaut heal, it does seem like the way to go. Alternatively, though, they could pick up the Alchemist for themselves. Alchemist, not a bad choice either. I mean, they'll have that extra late game security with the Alch pickup, and they won't really be too worried about the Sven, who usually gets a ton of farm in the early and mid game phases. Well, with 15 seconds on the clock, Power Gaming taking their time here in game 1.
10
I
seconds
wonder
remaining.
what's happening with Angel Frost here, whether he's going to come back or not.
5
Because
seconds
if he
remaining.
doesn't, I believe we could be in for an anticlimactic game here. But no, we've got a Naga Siren coming out, so Rat Tora might be the flavor of this game. It should be the DDZ Naga. Well, the Titan will probably pick up the Juggernaut this game. We'll wait and watch as we load into the game. It's game 1 of the best of 3 grand finals of the Starter Cup number 2 for the ESL India Premiership. It's organized by Nodwin Gaming, sponsored by HyperX, and I'm CloudX, solo casting this series for you. Hope you guys have had a blast throughout the Starter Cup 2, and I know that I've enjoyed myself thoroughly watching some of these matches. Plenty of upsets, plenty of predicted moves as well, but here we are in the grand finals with an all-Malaysian showdown in an Indian Dota 2 tournament. DDZ picking up that Naga, while Angel Frost is yet to reconnect to this game.
10 seconds
I believe
remaining.
we're going to see a pause as the game loads in.
5 seconds remaining.
Alrighty then, looks like we do have a pause coming out here as Supernatural. They're still waiting for Angel Frost to get right back into this game. I wonder if he's going to get here soon though. It does seem like one of those extended disconnections. He's gone through the almost the entirety of the draft without coming back here, but okay, jolly. Uh-oh. They definitely need a stand-in. He's had a blackout. Power Gaming is good for it. And are we just gonna disconnect real quick? Okay, looks like everyone's leaving the game. Well, folks, we're probably gonna have an AP remake coming up shortly, as you can see on your screens. There's been a bit of an issue with Supernatural's player. He has a blackout, and they need to change up. So yeah, they should be playing this one with a stand-in. We'll be right back, folks. Stick around.
I can't find my way back to you until you make amends with the demons you've been through. And I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home. Until you find your way back home.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. As you may or may not have noticed, this is an AP remake of Power Gaming vs supernatural.int. Unfortunately, Angel Frost for Supernatural had a disconnection on account of, I quote, a blackout. So it's going to be C squared W going to be replacing him this game. While Power Gaming, they've got themselves their full 5-man lineup along with their heroes picked up as well. We're going to see a DDZ Naga Siren and a Titan Juggernaut. Lion Darkseer Winter Wyvern get picked up as well. While supernatural.int, they've picked themselves up the Invoker, Sven, Shadow Demon, Phoenix, and the Nyx. So my primary concern about this game is going to be that offlane Nyx Assassin, and we will see how he fares going forward. But it is Power Gaming that's managed to get themselves a dire side as well, so that Rosh advantage should play a little bit of a factor in the early phases or the mid-game phase of this game. Once again, folks, I'm CloudX. You're watching the ESL India Premiership organized by Nodwin Gaming. If you're experiencing any issues, do let me know on stream chat and I'll try and get them fixed up ASAP. Let's quickly start off with the introductions. But it looks like my game sounds have actually gone off. So these kind of things do happen every now and then. Alright, we got them back, boys. No panic. Alright, so starting off with the introductions, you've got Fly Solo on the Winter Wyvern, you've got Darkseer, handled by MTR, DDZ on the Naga Siren, Lion, gonna be handled by Titan. Oh, wow, okay then, Titan's gonna be playing the Lion. This is the first, which leaves, Juggernaut's gonna be played by DDZ and Jacko's gonna be handling the Naga. So Titan's gonna be playing the support role this game. A little confusing. On the other side, Supernatural already going to work on MTR, by the way. If that Sunstrike would have connected, perhaps they might have been able to get a kill, but looks like they'll have to let the Darkseer go. He's got 4 stacks. Make that 5. Uh-oh. I think that is going to be his death. That's first blood scored by Scofield on the Shadow Demon. So it's only fair we start the introduction with him. As you've then got Castle Reek playing the Sven. It's going to be Invoker handled by Persimmon. You've got Phoenix, played by C2W, and Nyx Assassin, handled by Jolly. Winter Wyvern being pinged out here as well, so they might be able to find the D ward on this deep observer ward placed down by the Wyvern. As Persimmon makes his way back towards the lane, it's going to be a middle lane matchup between the Juggernaut and the Invoker. A matchup that I honestly think favors the Invoker a little bit, but I don't want to count out the Juggernaut just yet. He's going to have support coming in with Fly Solo on the Winter Wyvern. And I would expect a rotation from the line eventually as well if Jacko can get a decent start in the laning phase. But this is one of those lanes where we might just see Jolly skilling up the early mana burn to try and keep the Naga Siren at bay. For now, Jolly's gonna take quite the beating here from the Lion. Even the Earth Spike gets committed. He does have a poor man shield, but he will take a decent amount of damage from the armor reduction of the Riptide. Juggernaut moving forward now. They've got the slow with the Arctic Burn, and this could be another kill pick-off as Power Gaming finds themselves 2 kills in this game. It actually looks like, sorry, it's just the first kill of this game, as it looks like Shadow Demon found another kill on the Darkseer. I kind of missed that one. So it's 2 for 1 in favor of Supernatural. In fact, they're looking for more. Perhaps if he had a point in the disruption there, he might have been able to stop MTR in his tracks. But for now, he'll be contented just stacking up the Shadow Poison 3 times and backing away, as MTR is struggling to get his Soul Ring online. Meanwhile, Nyx, he's at that point where he can just duke it out with the Lion. Doesn't really take too much damage from the auto attacks on account of that poor man shield. But he can't afford to get complacent either, because if this Winter Wyvern rotates into its top, they could well find a kill on the Nyx. Meanwhile at mid, DDZ, he's got himself the PMS as well, so he shouldn't be taking too much of a beating either. Oh, Titan. He'll trade up some of his HP for a decent amount of mana drained from Jolly, which means that Jolly has enough mana for just one of these spells now. And he'll have to be cautious about how he uses them, because now he's being run down. The Earth Spike comes through. Jacko gets the Riptide as well. No Spike Carapace used just yet. In fact, he's just going to try and TP out. He won't get too far because the Ensnare will hold him in place. Now he pops the Spike Carapace. He does manage to dodge off some of that damage, but he's been slowed down significantly. With another Riptide, they should find this kill. They'll even commit the Earth Spike. Oh, Titan! Using the smoke to dodge the last few auto attacks from the creeps. He manages to survive and even gets away. Back in middle lane. Can't expect too much of action to be coming out here. But Power Gaming has leveled the score now. It's 2 for 2. Neither side taking a commanding lead, while MTR he's moving into the jungle now, recognizing that the bottom lane isn't a safe place to be. He's almost at level 3, so they've managed to shut down the Nyx Assassin, but Nyx has still got the level advantage over and above that Darkseer. However, that's about to change very quickly, as he can now move into the jungle and farm up camps with his Ion Shell. Alright, so DDZ's got himself 22 CS on the Juggernaut, while Invoker's got just 9. He is getting crushed in this lane. And the first blood, or rather that one kill on him, doesn't seem to be helping his case either. While at top, you've got the Nyx, you've got the Shadow Demon as well. They want to make a play, they miss on the Impale. And it looks like they won't be going forward. They do have the Sunstrike coming on top of the Disruption. But that Cold Embrace keeps him alive. Now Jack is moving forward. They will get the Earth Spike off now. Jolly held in position. He's been slowed down by the Splinter Blast. There is 4 stacks of Shadow Poison. They'll in fact get the kill on the Naga first. This Shadow Demon, you really can't underestimate the damage output from him. In fact, if he connects one more Shadow Poison on that Wyvern, he might have got the kill, but he'll end up taking down the Lion with him. But Lion finds himself a kill on the Shadow Demon as well. That's a killing spree taken away by Power Gaming. Shadow Demon ends up losing his life, but he does bring down the core on the side of Power. Supernatural.int looking good so far. I wouldn't say that they're that far ahead, but they're not too far behind either. In fact, I believe they are the ones with the lead in terms of net worth and EXP, even though it's an ever so slight one. Castle Reek has himself 3 points in the cleave and even has the helm online now. So we should see him looking to stack Ancients, but at mid, Persimmon's gonna forfeit his life. As the Omni Slash and the Blade Fury both were committed. Well worth the commitment though. Score a kill on the Invoker. He slowed down his Midas, stunt his growth towards the mid game phase, and you'll find yourself in a very cushy spot when making plays on him. He's at level 5 up against the level 6.5 on DDZ, so clearly he's been stomped in this lane very badly. Jolly's Nyx and C2W is Phoenix, not able to get too much done so far. Power Gaming, they're even gonna find the regen rune for DDZ. This is just perfect for him. He had it in the bottle, uses it to maximum efficiency, cleans up the stacked golems as well with the Blade Fury. And he's starting to pull slowly and further ahead in terms of net worth, 3,400 to be precise, attributed to his name. While at bottom, MTR has found some sort of recovery. He's got 19 CS now, and he's starting to push out the waves as well. And top lane though, we could see a play being made here. They want to try with the disruption setup. There will be the mirror image coming through. Here comes ZDZ with an invis rune. Scarfield gonna lose his life. He'll use the disruption to slow things down a bit, but he's not going anywhere. He will end up dropping, and Jacko's Naga will get the kill for that one, bringing him one step closer to what I assume is going to be a Radiance rush this game. But we're now seeing that Juggernaut get ever so slightly active. With that rotation towards the top lane, the assist money coming through as well. He's managed to pick up, well, what has he picked up? Just the Ring of Aquila for now. He is looking to continue farming for a bit longer, while getting active every time the Omni Slash is online. Meanwhile, MTR gonna conveniently farm up the stacks inside the enemy jungle, thus accelerating his farm rate as well, while DBZ cleans up on more stacks left for him. He's getting rich real fast here. However, the Naga will not be able to take advantage of the stack camps here. Naga's actually gone for the Arcane along with the Ring of Aquila, so lots of mana sustenance. But I remember reading about how the infused raindrops on the Ring of Aquila is enough to prevent you from needing the Arcane boost at all. Kinda surprised they didn't go for that one, or rather that build. Nothing out of the ordinary here, just the Juggernaut continuing to lead the net worth charts, while Sven hasn't managed to stack up his Ancients either. There's a sentry ward that's been placed down to block them, but okay, there isn't a sentry to block them. I guess the D ward was successful by the Radiant side. Back at bottom, they want to make a play now because we do see the Winter Wyvern rotating in as well, but at the same time we've got 3 from the side of Supernatural. While the Nyx has crossed level 6, he's even picked up the Arcane boost now and might consider popping that Vendetta. Another regen rune gonna get scouted out by Power Gaming, but this time it's a little less consequential. Jolly on the prowl here with the Vendetta, looking for a pick off on the Lion, and might even find it with the Sunstrike coming through. Titan, is he gonna get clipped here? Yep, the slap on his back, the Earth Spike, the Sunstrike, and even a mana drain for good measure. Supernatural finds that snipe, and I think this is when Power Gaming says, you know what guys, let's just group up as 5, not bother roaming around alone, maybe just try and take pickoffs and team fights of our own now. As we do see the smoke coming out here, they've been dispelled. They're going for the bigger target, which is the Sven. With the Blade Fury doing damage, the Iron Shell, the Surge is there as well. They will get the kill while scouting out the Phoenix, who dives further south to safety. So Phoenix will survive, the Sven will not. And I think that's a trade that Power Gaming will take all day, every day. The only drawback is that the Juggernaut did not get the money for that kill, whereas the Winter Wyvern did. Jolly and Schofield doing their thing up top, pushing down the tier 1 tower as quickly as they can. Both supports, or rather the offlane and the support, is trying to create as much space as they can here, but Power Gaming not gonna bear their attention, not gonna turn their attention towards top just yet. They're just gonna try and take tier 1 for tier 1, bringing down the tier 1 at bottom in exchange for their tier 1 at top. This should be a trade that I think Supernatural will be okay with, given that they're playing a little bit more weak main at the moment. It also opens up paths into the enemy jungle for both teams now. But with that double damage rune on the Juggernaut, maybe they could take Roshan. Although it seems very difficult. He does have the level 2 healing ward, so maybe they could put it to use there. Naga illusions on the prowl again, Jackal. The real one will get scattered out this time. He's gonna get clipped, and again, they don't have the Sunstrike this time. It's not coming through. They miscommunicated there, as Jolly couldn't find the kill by himself. Now Jacko doesn't have the Song of the Siren available. He's trying to make a run for it. The Sunray is coming out as well. They can't catch the Naga. And it looks like she'll escape. Sunstrike gonna miss. And Jacko will survive. 6 and 5. Power Gaming in the driver's seat for now. Still forcing the issue, taking the advantage and just making space for that Naga to continue farming. But Naga could be about a meter maker as Sven and the Shadow Demon are lurking inside a jungle. We'll see the Naga illusions coming out now. Jacko, the real one, gets stunned there, but there's a healing ward at his back, allowing him to continue pursuing like this. They do have the Winter's Curse that'll cancel out the TP, but they don't have any sort of firepower. Hex comes through, the Juggernaut from the front lines with the double damage. There's the firepower we needed, but he's going to commit with the Blade Fury instead. Bring him down. Naga will get the kill yet again. Although, well, it looks like MTR is giving chase. Do they want to try and find another one here? Looks like they won't be able to, and Power Gaming will be content with that one kill as they retreat to farming their jungle and the lanes close to their base. Meanwhile, another smoke gets used, I believe. I thought I heard a smoke, but mid, here we go. Supernova gonna get blown up, but so will the Juggernaut as the Nyx comes in with the Vendetta, followed up by the Sunstrike. That's a trade that Supernatural is going to be okay with, trading off the Phoenix and the Egg for the Juggernaut. That too, a snowballing Juggernaut who's got a fair bit of farm and a fair few items in the form of the Yasha now being picked up, in addition to the Aquila and the Phase Boots. So Titan and MTR on the prowl again. This time they do have the Finger of Death available, and they could well make mincemeat out of any of these heroes. They're going to run straight in with the surge on him. They'll go for the Invoker, throwing down everything but the kitchen sink at him. And even the vacuum will be used to secure the kill finally. Docs here, getting himself a little extra money and bringing him closer to that mechanism, which is really close at the moment. Just a recipe to go and an Iron Branch. Sven gonna find himself the stack camp so far. That'll help him to stem the bleeding in terms of net worth a little bit. But the Juggernaut and the Naga are just so damn far ahead this game. I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough from the Sven. Naga almost even has that relic online, which is really a troublesome sign for Supernatural this early on. 13 minutes in and she's almost got the relic. Things can't look good for Supernatural going forward. But if they find pickoffs like this, they might just be able to turn it around again. With the Nyx going on the prowl, they managed to find the kill in the Winter Wyvern. But Jolly will not have his path stopped here by the Lion, as they both just turn away and run in different directions. And Sentry gonna provide vision on that observer. Looks like someone already took a crack at it. Well, with DTC standing on the cliff here, he'll manage to find the D-ward himself. Bottom lane, you've got a wraparound coming in from Supernatural. They do want to find a kill on the Dogs here or the Lion here. That's a smoke can coming in from them as well. No Vendetta available, so they might not be able to get in position as efficiently. They're going for the long wraparound here. They're going to start with the Hex here on his opponent's Castlery, giving it a pop the God Strength, but they want to get these few kills here. Titan getting run down. He'll be brought down by the Phoenix while MTR gets stopped in his tracks by the Demonic Purge. Looks like Phoenix will find himself a double kill. Fire Spit is doing the work there. Persimmon just playing it safe. He's managed to get himself that Midas, so he needs to be careful. He doesn't want to just be dying this often, but with the Juggernaut coming through, the Omni Slash committed, they won't get the kill. The Ghost Walk allows Persimmon to get away. Phoenix comes in from behind with the Sun Ray to do whatever little bit he can. Persimmon is waiting in the wings. He does want to go for this. He drops down the ice wall, but nothing over and above. Just the drums being popped there. The Invoker to try and chase, but with the Winter's Curse thrown down, looks like Fly Solo will end up losing his own life, being the sacrificial lamb for his teammates, allowing his carry or his core to get away. Lion, unfortunately, will disconnect from this game, and we should just wait for him to reconnect. MTR stating the obvious there that he's DC'd. We see that, my friend. Let's just hope he RCs real quickly. because this game is looking like a fairly evenly contested one so far. Supernatural. I wonder if they can actually fight back from this. I mean, they do have the tools needed to try and take a fight. The Sven's gone for the early Echo Saber as opposed to the Blink Dagger. So this is a sort of farming Sven, but if he finds the right line, he's just gonna pound away at his opponents. And with the double hit coming out on the God Strength, this early on, it does do a truck ton of damage as well. Which means that Power might have to be in the back foot, especially when the Winter Wyvern is down, who honestly is the best counter to the Sven this game. But the Malaysians just respecting Indian Dota. I mean, what Indian Dota tournament doesn't have lags and disconnections? Power Gaming lost their line for now, while Angel Frost had a blackout on the side of Supernatural. We're off to a shaky start, but hopefully things will stabilize as we progress through this series. Alright, looks like we're good to go to resume. Okay, looks like my Dota just casually crashed there, folks. Give me a moment. I'm gonna load right back in. That is unfortunate. I'm really sorry about this, folks. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not on my regular setup, and these sort of things are bound to happen. Hopefully, they'll be resolved as quickly as they crop up. Well, I'm not sure what brought that on, but let's just hope it was a one-off thing. Alright, no real love lost, folks. We're back in the game. Let's get our bearings right. It's 10 and 9 here. No one has died since the last time we left these two teams at their own devices. And MTR's got himself a full mech finished up on the Darkseer. For a Darkseer that I thought was having a terrible start, he's not done too shabbily at all. While Jacko, look at that, he's now got himself the Relic. So Radiance will be coming online soon at the same time. Let's have a look at the Juggernaut squad. He's got the Yasha. He spent his money on something. And it looks like he will be going for that early Diffusal Blade, which he now has completed as well. So suddenly, a massive spike for Power Gaming. Let's see if they can try and take a fight on the back of that. Perhaps we'll see a smoke being popped, but I see no spokes on their side. Maybe they're just going to try and play it safe, waiting for the Radiance on this Naga, which is going to be online absolutely quickly. Middle lane. TDC getting burnt down by the Sunray a little bit, but not too much damage done on him, and he does manage to walk away from it. TDC, he's gonna spin and take this tower. Not much that they can do to stop him. In fact, they're coming in to try and make a play. The vac is there. The Supernova baited out as well. Now Titan's gonna make a run for it. Needs to get away from this. They get the Hex off on Jolly as well. There's the Winter Skulls coming out, preventing him from getting the disruption off at full time, and he will take a fall there on the Shadow Demon. He blows up an illusion with the Finger of Death though. Lion making a bit of a misplay now. DDZ going forward. He's got the Omni Slash, remember, and he can commit it if he needs to, but he doesn't use it just yet. Remember, there is no Icarus dive on him. They're going to use the Diffusal Blade with the Omni Slash to follow it up. They'll get that kill as well, making it a 3-for-1 exchange. The Lion going down in exchange for 2 supports and an off-lane Nyx. Now Sven going to pop the God Strength with his Blink Dagger. He's going to jump forward. The Sunstrike is there as well, and Fly Solo will be brought down before he can react. Immediately Sven turns his focus towards the Ancient, giving him a bit of a spike again in net worth as Lion disconnects yet again. Unfortunate about this. I'm not sure what's going on and why he's constantly disconnecting, but hopefully he'll be back soon. But yeah, I don't want to say that Supernatural is out of this just yet. That's Sven coming in, sort of turn the tables once again. Power Gaming, while they did get 3 very quick kills, they didn't get the Invoker, nor did they get the Sven, 2 of the most two of the hardest farming cores on the supernatural.int lineup. So we shall have to wait and see now whether these two survivors can make something massive happen as we approach the mid-game phase. But at the same time, there's the full Radiance finished up on the Naga, and she's got an absurd amount of mana to work with as well, which means that the split push Dota will be real.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Top tier 1 goes down, relatively uncontested there. And Supernatural. And losing a little bit more infrastructure across this map now. As we will see the Sven flaunting his blink dagger, just leaving that invisibility rune in the river as well, for fear of being chased down. Nothing of significance happening right now. Both teams just content to keep farming. I think this is one of those games where we're going to be buckling in for the long haul. Jacko. I think this is that's the kind of game that really benefits the Naga Siren more than anyone else. Uh-oh, Scarfield. He did scout out this, well, he was scouted out placing down that ward, so they're gonna get this D ward very quickly. Maybe not. Okay, now they're gonna get it. So Yasha, Diffusal, and another 2.2k gold in the bank here for the Juggernaut. He's probably gonna go and finish up that Manta style after all. Perhaps he just goes for the Blink Dagger first. Speaking of Blinks, you've got a Blink now finished up on the docks here, so initiation not too much of a problem for them. I'm hoping to see one of those massive vacuums into the Earth Spike, but for now, Titan forced to throw away his life with his Sven jumping in on him. It's a very easy pick off. And with the God Strength, they'll find a tier 1 tower. Supernatural.int are clawing their ways back into this. And they're looking for more. Winter's Curse. Oh, there it is. The combo comes through. But it's not nearly enough as Jolly doesn't take too much damage. Fly solo. Stunned up twice, in fact. And he'll be brought down by Persimmon. As the wall drop down, there is a Sven illusion. But Darkseer's lost his life too. And no one on the side of Supernatural dive there. Supernova even going to be used here. Not entirely sure why. But hey, just for funsies, I guess. Juggernaut's coming through, trying to do what he can, but he just doesn't have any way of getting in. He'll pop the Blade Fury and trying to make a run for it. He's been hit by the Demonic Purge. DDZ could be losing his life. The Ice Wall holds him in place and he'll be brought down as well. Supernatural finds themselves 4 kills on the back of that one. 1 God Strength, 4 kills, 2 towers, and no casualties. The Radiant side is looking super strong right now, as they're looking very close to cinching the win. And as we also look at the net worth chart, after that skirmish, you've got the Sven and the Invoker taking the lead squarely ahead of the Juggernaut and the Naga Siren. Naga choosing not to be a part of that engagement. Couldn't do too much either, as the lead is now a commanding one for Supernatural. Invoker picks up the Aghanim Scepter for himself, so there's this big item now coming online. As it comes as he's got himself 2 points in the Vex as well, so it's not going to be a complete waste just yet. He's also going to have level 16 in a little bit's time, so his efficacy is only going to increase as time progresses. Can't say the same for this Winter Wyvern though. I mean, the stronger the Sven gets, the harder the Sven is going to hit his own allies if they play their cards right. But I do feel like Power Gaming might have bungled up that last engagement quite heavily. More blinks coming out, one for the Lion on the Dire, one for the Nyx on the Radiant. So mobility is not too much of a problem.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Charlie now using the Vendetta, looking for a kill. He's actually chosen to go Midas of his own. This is going to be one of those recovery Midases. I believe he had it for a while now. On bottom lane, Power Gaming, they're grouping up like they want to push, but I'm not entirely sure this is a great idea from them. Jacko just gonna send illusions around to scout out behind the tower as he pushes down this lane himself. all the way over in the enemy jungle, or rather the dire jungle. You've got a Nyx on the prowl. Not gonna find anyone by this. The Supernatural might just end up sacrificing this tier 2 tower for free. A bit of a misplay coming out from the Radiant side, I have to say. But maybe they can force the issue at the top side. But with this Naga split pushing the lanes pretty fast and the Radiant's burn doing some work as well, they might get some chip damage down on the tier 3 if nothing is done to contest it. Supernatural is showing no signs of stopping. They just want to go forward and try and take this tier 2 tower and force them to fight. Naga comes in, they'll start with the song setup. DDZ even with the preemptive Blade Fury coming forward. Do they have what it takes to fight this? I feel like DDZ and Co are screwing this one up. There's the Sunray coming out, Perseverant behind. You've got the Sven coming in. Does he jump in just yet? He throws down the stun onto the Naga. He's going for him, gets the Echo Saber off hit. But he doesn't manage to get the kill just yet. DDZ now slowed down again. There it is, the Demonic Purge. There's the Curse along with the Vacuum. They'll get the kill on the Phoenix. The Winter Wyvern gets that kill as well. While Sven just carves everyone up like a knife slicing through butter. Gets 2 kills on the supports. Goes forward for Jacko, who's about to forfeit his own life. He's gonna get hit with a Deafening Blast and will die. It's a triple kill for Castlereagh. His God Strength has run out, but he doesn't give a damn as he slices up the Darkseer and gets an ultra kill. He wants that rampage. He's moving forward, but DDZ Menta dodges the Stormhammer as Castlereagh will back. He has that MKB as well, which is what's allowing him to do an absurd amount of damage and is also negating the evasion from the Naga Radiance. So very, very smart builds coming out here from Supernatural, just negating that Radiance from the Naga by getting an early MKB. They get a massive team fight victory. They're losing just 1 for the price of 4, even claiming a tier 2 tower for themselves, as they will now leech up all the rest of the farm inside the enemy jungle before backing away. But Castlereagh needs to run from this. DDC's getting in close. But yeah, I think Castlereagh's gonna be fine. Probably gonna see him go for the BKB next. But that said, there's lots of spells going through the BKB on the side of Power Gaming, so perhaps he just goes YOLO and gets himself an Assault Cuirass as his next item of choice. But man, he's farming hard and he's farming fast. Draco just unable to keep pace with him. He's forced to go for the Yasha after those Boots of Travels as well. Not able to build up that early Octarine core, but he could lose his life here. He's gonna get stunned up. The Sunstrike not coming through, but with the Sun Ray they will burn him down. Phoenix and the Nyx finding the ever so crucial kill on the Naga Siren there. However, it looks like the Invoker is dead as well. He did end up dying to the Naga himself. While top, he's now got a fight breaking out. Castlereagh is out here by himself. They're going to try and blow him up, draining his mana as well. The Omni Slash comes through, and they will find the kill on this Sven. So both sides lose their 1 position heroes, but Supernatural lost an Invoker along with it, which means that Power Gaming takes a bit of a lead after that one. And they're still looking for more. Roshan's being pinged out, and I feel like both teams have the tools needed to bring him down now, so that's possibly where we're going to see the next skirmish. Jolly, has he been spotted out here? No, he hasn't. There's no sentry ward in the vicinity, and no gem either. But Titan's holding on to sentries of his own, and I believe, yeah, he's going to drop it down outside the pit as the Juggernaut goes to work on the Roche. Supernatural are trying to get in position to contest this. Let's see if they can make something happen. With the Wyvern though, what? He's taking a lot of damage, forced to use the Cold Embrace even. Well, it looks like he's gone in on Jolly. He's gonna get carved to bits here before he can get any sort of reaction. Meanwhile behind, Jacko with the song set up onto Scorpio is gonna body block him and surround him, Warcraft 3 style, allowing Lion to blow him up. Invoker with the EMP, the Deafening Blast as well. It's just a level 3 Vex though, a level 2 Vex actually. And you can't get the job done as Jacko survives for now. Sven just about to respawn, but he's going to be a bit too late, I believe. He is trying to TP out towards mid and make his way towards the pit, but it's going to take a while before he gets there. And the Aegis will be claimed by Jacko's now, the Siren. Reaver now picked up on the Sven, so he's just going for raw HP at this moment. Maybe going to go for the Satanic after all before coming back for his next big item. I still feel like he's going to go for the BKB. If not, he'll just go for the straight up crit. Or maybe some attack speed wouldn't hurt either. Meanwhile, Jacko, he has spent his money on something here. It is going to be... Well, can't tell what he spent it on. Okay, looks like he finished up the full Manta style. So he'll be going for the Octarine core next, I believe. "28 minutes in and we still don't have a clear victor here in game 1 of this best of 3 series. Charlie scouting through the jungle here. He's gonna pop the Spike Carapace preemptively. Goes on to fly solo. While on the front lines, you've got to jump in from the Sven. He's been controlled up for now. Supernatural, unable to do much. Oh, there's the wall, the Vac, along with the Doxia Vacuum. Sorry, the Phoenix. What am I saying? The Winter's Curse. They've managed to bring down the Nyx. Now Titan with the Cold Embrace, staying alive. He gets the stun off on Castle Rig as well. They're just kiting around this Sven perfectly. But they don't have a Hex anymore. And we see a pause coming out as Shadow Demon has disconnected. Sven still trying to make work happen, but there is a blink on the Darks here, and he should be able to get away from this Sven. Titan even about to get the Hex off in 3 seconds time. They should be able to kite around this Sven a little bit, but they just don't have the damage to bring him down at the moment. However, that said, pretty much all 5 heroes from Power Gaming are in the vicinity. The Juggernaut, well, he did opt to chase the Invoker. I believe he's going to switch gears and blink up for that Sven instead. Way too many disconnections and pauses this game though. Not the most ideal grand final start that we could have asked for. Alright, we are ready to go here. And let's have a look at whether the Sven survives. There's the blink away, the finger of death, but Lion loses his life. It'll come at the cost of the Sven, however, who dies to the Darkseer. Invoker trying to run, drops down the Meteor, gets surrounded with the Song setup. Now, they could get the kill if they have detection, but right now they don't. Invoker, his ghost walks away to safety. So it's a 4-for-1 trade. Power Gaming comes out ahead there. And once again managing to control up the Sven. The score 22-22. It's a very close game indeed. And neither side establishes a commanding lead just yet. The graphs have just been going up and down, but Power Gaming have managed to claw themselves back into this one. And are only starting to get stronger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Juggernaut, I believe he's going to go for the Abyssal Blade as his next item of choice. Unless he wants to get the Boots of Travel Spurs. He has a Blink already along with that Manta and the Diffusal Blade. The good thing about this Winter Wyvern though, he's got the license to just delete a hero from the game before the fight even breaks out. Just chops down the Winter's Curse as soon as the vacuum hits. And he manages to destroy the enemy team.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Castle Rig, he's got himself 880 gold in the bank now. So he's opted to finish up something on the Courier. Or has he finished up the Satanic? I don't see his Reaver anywhere. Where is his Reaver? I was pretty confident that he bought a Reaver, right? Okay, well I'm looking at the wrong Courier. He's going for the Heart, not the Satanic. And I believe he's almost got it as well. Just a little more money for that recipe. Jack Oak has the gem now. So Charlie can't afford to run around and do his own thing as he pleases. He has to be careful about the way he initiates these fights. And he'll have to put that Blink Dagger to use as well. But there's just 2 outer towers remaining on the Radiant side. 1 remaining on the Dire. Supernatural could well start to battle down lanes here. But so could Power Gaming. Just a little longer till the Aegis is lost on this Naga Siren. They've used it to farm up as much as they can, even getting a successful team fight at the top river. Looks like the entirety of Power Gaming is going to meet at bottom inside the enemy jungle, just regaining full map control at this point. Into Wyvern, no blink dagger for him, so he's going to have to wait till the Arctic Burn is back online to get off that cliff. Here we go. No, we don't. Looks like we're just a blink and impale onto creeps.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Naga, they could surge and song her. Rather, song and surge her to send her in and try and set up a gank there. Now, here we go. The Aegis has now been reclaimed, but he has that Octarine core for the reduced cooldown on the mirror images, so he can continuously split push the waves and keep sending the illusion army into the base of the Radiant. Just Naga things, guys. This game's gonna go on for a while. Jacko continues to farm. It's been a while since we've seen any kills. I believe it's been over like 5 minutes since we saw the last kill take place. Neither side wants to fight, and I feel like that's not in Supernatural's best interest here. But here we go, they're gonna jump in, they'll get the vacuum along with the wall thrown down elsewhere. Sven coming in from behind, gets a double kill, bringing down the line and the Winter Wyvern in a jiffy. As they'll song and try and TP out. They've got the Juggernaut held in place. Do they have the Demonic Purge? Yeah, they do. They're gonna slow him down some more. And they might just bring down DDZ as well. He gets clipped with the Tornado on the long end of it, and he gets brought down here by the Sven, who gets himself a triple kill. And a dominating streak taken away as well. It's just back and forth here. Alternate teams are winning team fights. And this time it's Supernatural's turn to win. 3-0 now. Sven getting a decent amount of money again. I believe he'll go for the Moonshot next, before finishing up his Boots of Travels. But that is one tanky Sven that's not going to be too bothered by the Radiance Burn coming out from that Naga.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, MTR, uh-oh. He tries to force stop away, but it doesn't look like he's getting too far, but with the Winter's Curse, it will keep him alive. Oh no, Titan! Drops the Finger of Death inside the Winter's Curse. It does no damage there, and the Nyx just barely survives for now, but Jacko comes in and finishes the job. Titan up into the air, but back onto the ground. Persimmon, who are held in place there as well. Can they get in no kills after this? No, they can't, but Sven moves in, gets the 1 kill on the Lion, and he wants more. But for now, he'll be content at just cleaning up the Naga illusions and taking down the tier 2 that's been left alive behind. Naga doing what she can now to try and force out the waves, but it really does seem like they're clutching at straws, Power Gaming, as they are starting to fall behind now. They did take that win the last time around, but they're losing it again. Supernatural, they brought the graph up for the 3rd time this game. We are looking at an absolutely insane scoreline here. 26 and 23 in game 1. And we've only got a minimum of 1 more game to go. That Invoker though, he opted to go for the 4-star this game. Next up it's going to be an Octarine core, so he's just looking to fire out spells like a machine gun. Not going for mobility or survivability. He does recognize that the Phoenix and the Sven are his frontliners, so why not? Meanwhile, you've got Power Gaming going on the hunt here, hoping for a pick off when someone comes in to kill DDZ. Well, in the middle lane, Supernatural showing no signs of slowing down. They want to claim what is rightfully theirs, the last remaining Dire Tower.
Dire's middle tower is under
And with the
attack.
stolen Naga illusion, and we're about to do it as well. Looks like he did opt to ditch the lifesteal in lieu of the deadless here. So this is One Punch Man Sven all the way. But he's a little low on attack speed, which is a bit of a problem for him. Jacko and DDZ gonna claim the Aegis in the meanwhile. But this Invoker Sunstrike has revealed his position, and this time they could be able to contest. You've seen them moving forward with the drums as well. They're gonna get in range here. And with the Tornado, they could start the perfect fight here. Tornado flies through into the pit. EMP is there as well. Doesn't look like they're getting too far. The vac was there, but connects on no one. Sunray's coming through as well. While DDZ still wants Rush. And now get the Supernova along with the Impale coming through. There's the Aegis gonna get snatched by the Nyx Assassin, and no one on the side of the Radiant has died. While the Winter Wyvern is down and out for the count. Song of the Siren puts everything on hold as Power Gaming will try and secure their retreat onto the Army of Illusions. They're gonna get far though, because MTR could be going down here, but he goes down south instead. So just the one kill in that entire skirmish, but the Aegis taken away by the next assassin means that Power Gaming's got to be on the back foot for a little while.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So with that, the Dire will lose all of their outer towers, and map control now going to be diminishing bit by bit. Naga, her illusions are fairly tanky though. If she can survive a full Meteor, Deafening Blast and Tornado combination, that is saying something. MTR hoping that he can find something down here. As Naga's gonna find the T-Ward using that gem on her. It doesn't look like either side wants to commit to a fight just yet. Well, that's about to change. We'll see a 5-man smoke actually coming out from Power Gaming. And they're looking to go straight through the middle lane by the looks of it. Into the enemy side of the jungle. Do they have a ward placed down anywhere outside? No, they don't. So they're walking into this one blind here. Perhaps with the song they could set this one up perfectly. Into Wyvern. Oh, there we go. MTR jumping in, gets the back and the wall onto two. No wall coming out, just the back. Say the Supernova egg could be brought down here as DDZ and Jacko do their thing. They use the Song of the Siren as well. They bring down the Phoenix while Jolly, he's been slept behind. He does have the Burrow coming off here, but the Sven comes in, gets the Lion. The Winter's Curse will make mincemeat out of the Nyx, but it's just the Aegis taken away for now. And it looks like Power is in a headlong retreat once again. Here we go. Omni Slash going straight through the illusions though. Persimmon even going to use the Ghost Walk and survives, while Castlereek is coming in for more damage. Brings down the Winter Wyvern, getting himself a double kill in the Wicked 6 streak. And continue to march forward. While the rest of Supernatural, they'll be pleased with that fight. Well, MTR has made a bit of a misplay here, but his Blink Dagger is coming online soon. And indeed he'll be able to jump back to the low ground. On mid, we've now got Persimmon and Co trying to battle down this tier 3 tower. This is very, very greedy from them. The Sven is leading the charge here. And he's gonna have the God Strength available soon. With the Alacrity, he could get a few hits on the tower, but the Hex comes through now. They want to fight this. There comes the Blade Fury going forward. Vacuuming on to 3 as well, while Jolly held in position. DDZ's got no Omni Slash available right now. That will allow Supernova to get away. Supernatural to get away with Jolly. And gets stunned up. Sven coming in with the God Strength once again available at his disposal and activated as well. He's trying to find some kills, but he's being kited, bursted down here. He should be losing his life. The Naga with the double kill. And DDZ with the single. That's 90 seconds without the Sven. If Power Gaming knows that there's no buyback on him, they could very easily find themselves a lane of Raxes. They're even going to get the 4th kill here on Scofield and his Shadow Demon. Triple kill for the Naga. Lots of money going into her coffers. And with that level 2 Diffusal Blade online, they're still just battling down middle lane, looking to claim an objective. It's the first buyback coming out from the Shadow Demon, but the big one is the Sven, and they know that he doesn't have any buyback at the moment. As we see Naga moving up on the high ground. There's the tornado with the EMP. No, it's a meteor attempted. Misses though. Catches out on the creeps. Here we go. Once again, Naga with the siege. Supernova is available, but they're choosing not to use it on the Phoenix. Well, Scorfield, he's gonna lose his life. Just walked up ahead a little too far out. And he goes down for it, while Jacko gets punished for overstepping her boundaries as well. And that makes it's even worse because she had a gem on her that fight. The chase is on though. Jolly wants a kill on the retreat. Fly solo, oh, he's gonna get his TP cancelled. It should be his death. Well, again, 2 going down on the side of power. They do manage to get a little bit of damage done on the tier 3, and they even bring down the tier 2 at top while bringing down this Shadow Demon as well. So, I mean, at the same time, the power managed to defend their high ground after all. And heck, they've even done it without giving up any of their big cores. I don't know what's going on with this game, but I like it. No winner just yet. Alright, I'm gonna quickly get myself some water here as Titan reconnects. There's way too many disconnections in a game that's already 43 minutes long. Not like this. Well, still no sign of him coming back. This game is hanging in the balance. It's one of the closest games I've ever witnessed in Southeast Asian Dota. And honestly, I just can't wait to see these guys duking it out on LAN. That's where the real action's gonna be happening. Well, once again, folks, for those of you just tuning in, let me give you guys an update on what we're watching here. Unfortunately, we've got a long-ass disconnection coming out from Power Gaming. Titan having some serious issues with his connection. Charlie asking for permission to go to the toilet even. But yeah, you're watching the ESL India Premiership. It's Starter Cup number 2. The grand finals. This is best of 1 of a 3-game series. Or a BO3. Did I say best of 1? This is game 1 of a best of 3 series. As I still have no clue who's coming out ahead. But for now, the Naga's net worth is absolutely huge. But keeping pace is the Sven, who's even gone ahead and consumed that moonshot now. There's no denying it. This guy hits like a truck. And if Power gets caught off guard even for a moment, he's just gonna punish them so badly. Well, waiting for the admins to figure out what to do here. This could, I mean, there's got to be some rule on the limit on the number of pauses and whatnot, right? Considering that there's been plenty of disconnections and pauses already. Okay, looks like Supernatural are ready. Power Gaming is still waiting for them to come back into this one though. And we've got no sign of him yet. The only thing we've heard is Sec Crash. Oh, well, folks, I think this game is about to meet an untimely demise. Let's just wait and watch what the admins have to say about their decision for this. From what I remember, the rule was 15-minute pauses collectively. I believe we are well over that. So we're gonna have to wait and watch what the admins have to say. Okay, 5 minutes more is the call from Calm. So that's what we're now gonna be looking at. Calm laying down the law. Well, let me just put it out there, folks. I apologize if I sound a little, uh, how do I put this? A little deadbeat today. Unfortunately, these lags and pauses can really kill a lot of momentum. I hate technical issues. I really do. But I mean, if I'm getting annoyed, I can only imagine what Power Gaming is going through there, knowing that this is the best of three grand final and game one has started off with so many issues. But this does seem like a recurring theme, doesn't it? Because even the previous game we saw with Power Gaming playing, I believe, was it? Yeah, it was Power versus Envy in the semifinals. Someone on their side just kept crashing. I'm not sure if it was Titan himself. Yeah, it was actually Titan who had crash issues then as well. Maybe that's why they moved him over to support, because they knew that there's a chance that he might disconnect and they couldn't have him playing the carry role if that happened. Surprisingly though, it is surprising because I always thought that Power Gaming were playing out of a boot camp house in Malaysia. Ah, not sure what's going on here, but I like the fact that Calm is being assertive. It is normally it's good to see that the admins are not saying after 5 minutes. It is Supernatural's choice whether they want to resume or play or wait, because then that effectively would have made Supernatural look like the bad guys. Instead, the admins have to take tough decisions, and honestly, I think they need to be respected more for it rather than being looked at as overly strict admins. They're just doing their job. They're just following the rules, and without rules, competitive Dota would be very chaotic. Power Gaming, I think you folks are out of time, my boys. This is a very, very anticlimactic way to proceed beyond the 43-minute mark. 3 minutes more. Calm is keeping time. Well, folks, I believe there's going to be a lot of Dota and CSGO action happening today. The Hearthstone finals have already ended. I'm not going to give out any spoilers on who won that one. But, yeah, after this best of three, there'll be a CSGO match coming up as well. Hopefully, the schedule will allow us to run things on time here, because I know that 7 p.m. is when the CSGO match is scheduled for. 3 hours were allotted for this best of three for Dota, and I think that's ample time, but I do believe that doesn't factor in disconnections and delays like this one. Ah, 2 more minutes. I really hope he does come back. That would allow us to have a fair 5-on-5 game. And I mean, Lion is a very crucial component in this game. He's one of the key tools that Power has to kite around the Sven, who's opted not to get a BKB this game. So it would be a real shame to see them play without Titan on his Lion. Arrow Vishal. Technically, it's proved that it's not only India with bad internet and power issues. Yeah, man, this looks like it's a completely Southeast Asian thing or a full Asian thing altogether. But who knows, man? I mean, I'm not too sure where Titan is based out of. I think it's Malaysia. I'm not too sure. But clearly they're not sitting together, right? Unless he's just got a really crappy PC inside their gaming house. That would be sad. It's time for an upgrade, boys. Go win yourselves some tournaments, earn some money, and invest it into better hardware, so you can take your Dota skills to the next level. The worst part about these extended pauses is the fact that everyone lose track of what was going on. Okay, looks like they're just going to resume. Jacko says, never mind. It doesn't look like Titan is coming back online. Scofield, what a boss. Being nice, using his own time, his own pause and everything. Oh, damn, MTR. Not even sure if he's coming back or not. So, well, good sportsmanship from Scofield. But I think, okay, Scofield still wants to wait. Now I really want to meet these guys on land. I would love to have these guys coming down to India. We should give them a very warm welcome. But it's tight, because they've got only a few days now. I think 30th is the Challenger Cup, if I've not messed up my dates. So they've got about 30 days to sort out visas, travel, stay, etc., and bring their butts down to India. Alrighty then, here we go. Power Gaming refusing to take the extra pause time. There's a buyback coming out from the Winter Wyvern. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but it's high ground defense time. Here we go. Maybe not. Shadow Demon is going to be bottom, and the rest of Supernatural will back away. So even though it's 4 versus 5, they're not going to YOLO into their faces, just respecting the power of that Naga and Juggernaut core lineup. Juggernaut's even picked up his Abyssal Blade now, while Naga, she's been huge for a while. She does have the money for a buyback, should she die once. And her next item of choice is going to be the Heart. Wow, that Naga is almost unkillable at this point. And unless they can lock her down long enough to pound away at the Sven, I don't think they're going to bring her down that quickly. Even if the Sven gets the Storm Hammer, and then they follow it up with a Spike Carapace, or maybe even an Earth or an Impale coming out from the Nyx, I don't think they're going to be able to bring the Naga down before Power Gaming can respond. This is, honestly, I don't think Power Gaming is out of this one just yet. I do feel like they can win this 4 versus 5. But for that, the Juggernaut is going to need to dish out a lot of damage, which really leads me to question what his next item is going to be. And it'll probably be his last item as well. We might just see... Well, there's no sense in going a Butterfly now that the MKB is already available for the Sven. Perhaps he just goes for an Assault Cuirass. The extra armor wouldn't hurt. Not to mention the extra attack speed as well to synergize with the Mana Burn from the Diffusal and the stun from the Abyssal Blade bashes. But it looks like they don't want to wait anymore. Supernatural.int. I keep calling them Supernova. I'm getting really confused here, but Supernatural.int are moving forward. Look at those Naga illusions. Even they won't die to the Sven. But with the Shadow Demon, they can make mincemeat, or rather use the illusions against the Naga herself. And here we go, Sven pops the God Strength Titan. Oh no, not the lever. Don't bring down the lever like this. Sunstrike. That'll be the death of him actually. Nyx gets the kill. The tier 3 is down already. And it looks like Castlereagh is jumping forward. Threatens the Darkseer there, but doesn't bring him down. Cleans up those illusions in a jiffy. I was completely wrong though. With the God Strength and the Alacrity, he is hitting way too hard. But there's the God Strength down now. So I've got the Siren coming through. Can they get anything off here? The blink away. Well, Jolly, he's just burrowed on the ground there, doing what he can. He gets bashed up as well. They hold him in position with the Ensnare. Alacrity coming through, but there's the Winter's Curse, and Jolly will be jolly well dead. On the slash, we'll find out the straggling Phoenix, the straggler of the Phoenix rather, on the top lane. MTR is going to run down Scorfield. He's just going to try and TP out. Will not be successful. Power Gaming actually ends up finding 3 kills. They lost their tier 3. They did lose their line, who's already disconnected. But those 3 kills, the money goes to the Juggernaut, the Winter Wyvern, and the Naga Siren. This was a successful defense from them, in any sense of the word. In every sense of the word, rather. And they might even find themselves an Aegis. And there it is. The Assault Cuirass now picked up on DDZ. Honestly, Power Gaming has a lot of tankiness in their ranks, but we just saw what the Sven with the Alacrity on him can do. However, he has now gotten rid of the Echo Saber in lieu of a BKB. Oh, Lion's back! Titan has reconnected, so Power Gaming, suddenly the odds tilted in their favor. They're moving forward. Tier 3 about to go down, so tit for tat. They'll claim a tier 3, do some chip damage on that range Rax. And heck, the bottom Raxes are also being pressured by the Naga. Sven jumps forward, God Strength is there, he BKBs and just pounds on the Winter Wyvern. That's a dead birdie, while the Raxes get taken down. And it's just the range Raxes that have gone down. Space was created. And suddenly Power Gaming are the ones with the advantage here. Naga still split pushing as much as she can to try and take down these melee Raxes. Juggernaut starts to split push to top lane. Supernatural, they're grouping up like they want to just battle down a lane, but that could be a bad idea. Sven, does he have his Boots of Travels here? He does have the BOT. So he can join his buddies at mid after defending versus the split push. So it takes 3 crits from the Sven to bring down just the Naga illusions. Oh, Titan! He's gonna die here. There's the cold snap. He'll be kept in position. The Yules keeps him alive a little longer, but it's just gonna stem the bleeding. But they end up losing one on the side of Power Gaming. And Supernatural might have an opening. Jacko gonna get stunned again. Titan will disconnect. I don't think there's gonna be a pause going on now though. I think the resume call comes out here. The G comes through. And even Power Gaming is annoyed with him. Jacko Forced to use the Song of the Siren and TP away, as Supernatural will not be able to catch the Naga off guard. 9,000 gold on Jacko's Naga Siren. This is disgusting. I mean, yeah, he's gonna buy the Moonshot now. And I think that's it. That's where his item progression ends. Unless he wants to buy a refresher and keep it in the stash. Oh, Juggernaut! Missed the kill. He actually got one on the Shadow Demon. Might just be able to force out a buyback on the support SD, but or they could just use this as an opportunity to claim Roshan, which looks like the more prudent choice. But given that Sven has managed to push out the lane quite a bit. Oh, they caught him! They just barely managed to catch him as he was trying to TP out there. Castle Rig's gonna go down. He'll pop his BKB. He's just trying to run for it, not man-moding here. He's got the stun. He's gonna go for Jacko. Can he get the kill? They've got the cold embrace, keep him alive. They keep him stunned up there for a little longer while Sven, he actually got the kill on the Winter Wyvern. He went back for him. Jacko still alive. Here comes the Invoker as well. While Shanice makes a run for it, the illusions will be brought down, but all the while DDZ does his thing and brings down the tier 3. Blade Fury and keeping away to the base. Sven moving forward, Shanice, MTR trying to run for it, the stun is there, the Storm Hammer holds him there, and one more slap! The Sven gets the kill. Doxy is down and out for 72 seconds. And that was without the God Strength being online. Naga, what's she been up to? Again getting caught out here. They do have the song, no BKB available. And Jacko will TP away to safety. Hello Lion, once again he reconnects Titan. He's just constantly disconnecting, reconnecting this game. While Jolly, no progression for him on the item front as well. But this Naga, the rat is starting to get painful here. Bit by bit she's chipping away on the Raxes. The rest of his teammates have gone to work on Roshan. This will be with Aegis and a Cheese up for grabs, but it doesn't look like the cores have slots for this. Perhaps DDZ drops the blink for the Aegis this time around. I do feel like that's the prudent way to go here. No, he's just gonna leave it behind. Winter Wyvern's gonna hold on to it. Well, Naga, casual 7k gold in the bank account. Chooses not to finish up the refresher up. Not like she even needs it at this point, given the low cooldown on the Song of the Siren. I guess you could just upgrade the BOTs now. Might as well, since there's nothing better to do. Same goes for the Juggernaut. Unless he wants to sell the blink, he can still upgrade his Diffusal Blade. But for now he's still got 4 charges, so you might want to hold on to them. Just for efficiency's sake. No, but at this point I do feel like he upgrades the Diffusal Blade anyway. Because he's got enough money to buy a fresh Diffusal Blade level 2 if he chooses to, when he runs out of charges. And it's going to be a while before he runs out of 8 straight charges. Just one of those games, folks. You've got 800 GPMs, net worths in excess of 40,000. I'll fly solo. Okay, he's a dead birdie. He actually had the Aegis, so he's creating space while the Naga split pushing bottom. They will not focus the Winter Wyvern for round 2. As the Sven is making a beeline back to the base, the ranged Raxes have taken some chip damage. But just a little bit. Not too much. Jacko. Oh, he was about to lose some of his items there. That Nyx Assassin tried to come in there with something. Sven's going to TP in on him as well. The BKB, the War Cry as well. They're trying to give chase onto Jacko. The Storm Hammer's available, but the Force Staff allows Jacko to get away. Now that's the Sven without the BKB. And this could be the window of opportunity that Power Gaming so desperately craved. Just one little mistake is all it takes, and we're seeing the beeline being drawn on this top lane. They want to make a play, and they need to make it now. They've even got the Lincoln Sphere picked up on the Invoker, so I'm assuming that's to deal with the Winter Wyvern and the Winter's Curse. And man, this game is getting intense. Bottom lane, Naga. Still doing her thing. They're going to leave her to rat the bottom while the rest of the team comes in from the top. Big tornado coming out there, but there's nothing to really follow it up. With a healing wall placed down as well. They're just going to start to mount this siege slowly but surely. There's the illusions coming through to the middle lane. Raxes, They take a beating, but the Sunray and the Impale manage to clean up on them, on the Illusion Army rather, while the DDZ Juggernaut is moved up onto the high ground. He'll blink away as well. Jolly comes forward, gets the mana bird on Titan. He's turning around, can't get the stun off. Ducks here, waiting, thinking of going in. There's the Hex on him as well, but they're just creating space, buying time for the Naga to do her thing, while she keeps the Sven occupied. They're gonna start the fight behind. Winter's Curse was there, it was dropped down behind. C-Square W, he's about to lose his life, and that's the dead Phoenix. While the Omni Slash will bring down Jolly. Both of them have buybacks and they're going to expend them as well. They've gone to work. The Range Drax is going to go down on the top lane while the Naga's doing a thing at bottom. This fight, it's all over the place. Sven with the BKB and the God Strength can't lock onto a target. And Power Gaming has just danced circles around them. They might just end up losing one, but no, they're going to lose no one. While the Naga, she's going deep inside the base, not focusing the Raxes. Song is going to be used, and yeah, she's going to just try and secure her retreat. Well, behind, you've got MTR, be kept alive. Sven comes in, gets the stun, gets a few hits, but the stun from the high ground again. They're kiting the Sven perfectly here. The mana drain was there, but it wasn't enough. Invoker's gone back up. There's the Yules, the vacuum again, pulling the Invoker back down. Titan's still alive. The blink up from Jolly. He'll finally get the kill, but it's just on the line. While the Naga's about to get the Raxes here, the Sven comes in to clean up. Jacko losing a lot of his HP, but Jolly's gonna get Abyssal Bladed, and that's a dieback on the Nyx. DDZ gets the kill. They've already taken the mid Raxes, or rather the mid lane of Rax, and the rest of the Rax are on really low HP as well. Here we go. No Omni Slash available. He's got an entire Bloodthorn finished up in lieu of the Diffusal Blade now on that Juggernaut. But they're not done just yet. They could still take more Raxes, as Naga is making her way back here. She's chosen to pick up an Assault Cuirass as well. So they're walking around with double assaults now. The armor really going to help them out, but that's come in lieu of the Diffusal Blade. So she's clearly going for the Rat build now, not for the build that focuses down heroes. Scofield. He's got himself a Ghost Scepter, but it's really inconsequential at this point. We already see the Hex coming out. The wall not going to be expended for this. The Illusion's doing some work. Again, just attention being diverted here. There's the EMP coming out as well, but the Blade Fury managed to hold on his mana. Mantis Style is there as well. The Abyssal Blade coming through as well. The Cold Embrace keeping DDZ alive. He stayed alive through it all for now. He's got the Omni Slash. She's trying to use it. Drops the healing one. Gets the Omni Slash off. What a player! He gets everything done there. Survives and blinks away to the south. While Naga has successfully ratted the bottom Rax as well as the Rax here inside the base. She's gone to work, coming in to defend her allies, while Sven has been put to sleep. And that should be Mega Creeps now going in favor of Power Gaming. From behind, they're still fighting. Scofield gonna get snared up. Sven doing his thing. Titan about to lose his life, but he's still alive with the Yules. Doesn't manage to get the stun off in time, as Jacko is cutting around. And this is Mega Creeps now up against supernatural.int. I wonder if they can really fight back from this, but Juggernaut comes in, gets the kill on the Shadow Demon. Jacko kept alive. Castle Weak, he's still fighting through this. Just 26 seconds till he gets his God Strength available again, but now he's gonna get run down. Slowed down and slowly but surely chipped down to hell. Double buybacks. Sven and Shadow Demon coming right back into the base. 39 for 39. 56 minutes in. What the heck is this game? Both teams just want to murder each other with a vengeance here. Jacko stunned, but Cold Embrace again kept alive. Can they even bring down this Naga at all anymore? Well, Juggernaut elsewhere, he's doing his thing. He brings down the Shadow Demon again. That's a dieback on him. DDZ. Manta shrugs off the slow and gets away. But the Rax have already dropped, and the TFOs have taken some chip damage as well. This is a very uphill battle here for Supernatural. But I still don't want to say it's unwinnable. Perhaps it's even Rapier time for this Sven. He's gonna drop the blink and do it. There it is. Rapier getting picked up. He was spotted out there, picking up the Rapier. In fact, Fly Solo, he's given full vision of him. He has the Winter's Curse available too. Starts with the Splinter Blast, blinks to dodge the Storm Hammer, buys some time, the Hex is there, Castle Reek, will he lose the Rapier? Your Bloodthorn with the Omni, he's almost down, but the Winter's Curse, no! He managed to use the Winter's Curse, it actually kept Castle Reek alive, but he still goes down anyway. And that'll be the GG call as the Rapier hits the deck and Sven doesn't have a buyback. This is good game, Power Gaming. Despite the disconnections and a period of playing 4 versus 5, have taken game 1 here in this best of 3 grand final. Stick with us folks, we're going to come right back with game 2.